Well, not much has changed since the last video. Everything is still an absolute mess. But today what I wanted to do is I wanted to bust out the JFJ Easy Pro. It's been a long time since I've actually used this. And I want to go ahead and clean up some of the discs or some of the games that we bought while I was back in Alberta. Now, all of these games are already listed, but some of them are just a little too scratched, and I want to make sure that they all work because these are all $15 and up games. There's Operation Video Games like 40, same with Yu-Gi-Oh! We have Left 4 Dead, Need for Speed Carbon, 50 Cent Bulletproof. I think I listed for 55. So I just want to go and clean up some of the discs. Not all of them are really bad. All of those ones I'm not going to touch because they're either good or not expensive enough. But let's go ahead and see if we can make these discs look a little bit better. Here's the process. We're going to go ahead and take out the games first, and we're going to make sure that it works before I go ahead and resurface it. And because these are more expensive games, what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use the softest pad that I have, which is probably this one. And I'm just going to, probably do it for maybe a minute, do a couple cycles of 20 seconds, just to make it look a little bit better. I'm not trying to take out any deep scratches or anything like that, just because these are expensive games. I don't want to go ahead and run the risk of destroying it. Whereas if they were, cheaper games or, didn't work to begin with, then I would probably start with some sandpaper and then work my way up through softer and softer pads. But like I said, for these games, I don't want to go ahead and run the risk of breaking them. I just want to make it look a little bit better, and I want to go ahead and test them first to make sure they work in the first place. And it looks like this one might have. These PS2 games takes forever to boot up, but I am also testing one of the PS2 controllers that I got from this bundle. That's a PS1. I think that one's a PS1 as well. So I want to go ahead and test this and just make sure it works, but everything feels good. It doesn't feel like there's any stick drift, all the buttons, but I want to go and test it while we test these games. There we go. So I used that pad and I did just under a minute. I did 50 seconds and look at that. So I'm trying to show you. There you go. So you can still see those deep scratches are still there. And I wouldn't even call those deep, but those scratches are still there. But the tiny surface scratches just pretty much evaporated. It looks so much better. And unfortunately, I don't think this controller is going to work. It's separated there and it looks like the motor is loose. And it just kept disconnecting from me. When I was trying to test the game, it just kept saying, controller 1 has been disconnected. Please reconnect. The buttons were working, but it just continued to disconnect. So I decided we're probably just going to sell that for parts, and I'm just going to test the games with that controller from now on. But it's okay. I mean, working controllers are hard to come by. I expected a lot of this to be broken, and they are. I mean, I even have quite a few broken ones in here that are pretty much garbage. I don't know if I'm going to bundle them up and sell them for parts. I do only have one PS2 controller for parts, so I'm not sure if I'm going to just sell one because shipping's quite a bit. So it might take a while to sell, but it looks like the game is still working. I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm probably going to play this game for, I don't know, maybe 3 minutes because it is a more expensive one, and the rest of them will just be kind of quick tests. I've been testing the game for a little bit, and it keeps scaring me because I think L2 actually pauses the game. So you can see I'm pushing L2, and it looks like it's frozen. But I just got a phone call, and it rings through it. But as long as I hold L2, the music's still playing. It looks like the game is freezing, but I did just get a phone call through it and it kept ringing in the bottom, so I know it's not freezing, but just kept scaring me. But the game seems to be working and the controller is not disconnecting anymore, so it looks like we did just have one broken controller. But let's go ahead and move on to the next. I'm not going to go in order or anything from most expensive to least, but we do have Pac-Man here. This is pretty scratched. Pac-Man is done and it got rid of a lot of the smaller scratches. We do still have some of the bigger nicks, but let's go ahead and test this and make sure that it still works. And while Pac-Man is in there getting tested, I'm going to go ahead and start cleaning this one. This one's Need for Speed. This one isn't that bad, to be honest, but I'll go ahead and probably do 40 seconds or something, just clean it up a little bit. And Pac-Man is working just fine. Honestly, the risk of me damaging this disc from this light of pad and this little bit of solution is very, very slim. So I don't really have to test it if I didn't want to, but it really doesn't take too long. May as well just go ahead and test them, especially because they are, like I said, more expensive games. The cheaper ones I definitely won't, but for these few I may as well. Next up we have Yu-Gi-Oh! And this is one of the more expensive ones. I think it's listed at 40 bucks, and you can see that scratch in the bottom left there. I'm gonna try to get that out, but I don't know if it's going to come too easy. We got WWE in there. We already got Need for Speed done, and we are on to Yu-Gi-Oh! And yeah, so this cleaned up about as much as I expected. There is still quite a few scratches, but let's just go ahead and make sure it works. And there we go. Looks to be doing just fine. So I'm going to go and skip. I'm going to do a few more. I don't need to show you guys every single game. But Yu-Gi-Oh is working. Well, we've hit a bit of a roadblock. I couldn't get this Codename game to work. The scratches aren't too deep, but I did 20 seconds on this pad, which is a little bit tougher. And now we're going to go back to the softer pad and see if that helps at all. But I really want this game to work because, like I said, I think we have listed for like 35, I want to say. So let's see. Hopefully we can get that one to work. We got Spyro in right now. That's running. We got Spyro to work as well, the other copies. So goodness, I really hope we can get this code name to work. But this is why we test the games, right? Let me give you guys a bit of an update because it's not looking great. We actually have 2 games that aren't working. To start off, I still can't get that video or Operation Video Game working on the PS2. I let it sit there for a little bit. But the back of the disc really doesn't look that bad. I'm not sure what the problem is. And then we also have an Xbox 360 game that I can't get to work. And I honestly didn't expect to be able to get the chip out. The disc looks really good, but there was a pretty deep chip there. You can kind of see it now, but it just went away. Not completely. You can still see it there, but I did 40 seconds on this pad, and it is looking much better. So I'm really hoping I didn't go too deep, because basically you run the risk of going too deep, cutting off like the plastic layer in between the data and the top of the disc, and you can just erase the data on the disc. So that is the risk you run with, surfacing or using these fine or really coarse pads. But I'm hoping I didn't go too deep, and I want to go ahead and test this one next. My biggest issue is actually finding good pads. You can see this one is just absolutely destroyed, and at the beginning of the video, the pad looked basically brand new. These are basically just really, really cheap pads because even the expensive ones that you buy from them for like $20 a pad is it does the same thing. After a little while, it lasts a bit longer, but not enough to justify 20 of these pads. I got these for $1, and these will last anywhere from 30 to 40 discs. So I do end up saving a little bit of money on this, but you go through them pretty quickly. Let's go ahead and try it again. You guys can see the mark there. I even brought in the other Xbox to make sure that it wasn't a problem with this one or anything, but it just keeps saying unrecognized disc, which is gonna suck if we can't get this one to work because this is another expensive one. But I did go ahead and use this more coarse pad on the PlayStation 2 game, and there wasn't any like really deep scratches or anything that I was too worried about before, so I'm not sure what's gonna happen with this. But I mean, if the game doesn't work at the moment, doing this can't make it any worse. And you guys can see again here, the disc is unreadable. So at least this time it's actually showing the name of it. Before it just said unrecognized disc here. So maybe we'll go down a little bit deeper and try to get that chip out. Okay, so I just ran upstairs to go ahead and cut this pad, and I come down. Wait, is this still the Xbox? Like, I don't understand this. So I'll play this game to make sure it works. I haven't even taken it out of the console since I showed you guys the last clip. And oh my goodness. So this is one where I definitely want to go and test it a little bit more than I typically do, just because it took so long to actually boot up or, try to load it. But I'm really excited to see if we can get this PS2 one now. Can we go 2 for 2? I don't believe it, but it looks like we've also gotten the PS2 game to work as well. Oh my goodness. So again, this will be one that I'll play through a little bit more just to make sure that it is actually working. But this is super, super exciting. Let's go ahead and test it on this Xbox as well, just to make sure that it wasn't just the Xbox that was, making it work. But this one actually said mixed media disc when I first inserted it, but I had to go and plug in an Ethernet cable, and now it's working for some reason. Not entirely sure what's going on with that, but this is awesome. Okay, and I think it's safe to say that this game is working as well. I did a little boss fight here. 2 for 2. This is amazing. So let's go ahead and update the listing photos for those games. So I got all of these games. I redid all the photos of the actual disc. When I take the photos, I take one of the front, one of the back, do one of the side, one inside, and then I also do a few of the discs. So I went ahead and updated those photos. Now, obviously, I can't ask any more for the game now that it's been resurfaced, but hopefully it will sell quicker now that people see that the disc isn't just completely destroyed or has a ton of scratches. And for me, these two, I would have shipped these games and they probably wouldn't have worked. It could have been something to do with my console, whatever. But there is a chance that these two didn't work. And now there is a very, very good chance that these will work for the new buyer. But thank you guys so much for watching today's video. I appreciate it. And I will catch you in the next one.